You might be wondering why I got Deadpool and Black Panther out here. I went ahead off cam, um, and did all grinding for every single other character. Some were pretty hard, like Colossus, Elytra, Blade. Iceman wasn't bad. Nick Fury was pretty rough because all he has is like a sniper shot and some Uzi. It's not very good, and the Spider Woman was questionable. Now the good thing is Spider Woman and Blade's. Uh, I think Colossus's ult was very good. Lytra's bad. I had to spend all of my money to upgrade her side damage. Like as you can see, I only have 100k. I had like a mil. I had like a few mil or 500k. I had a mil at the beginning of this. Now I have 100k, which is fine. I'm not using them for anything, but put it to good work. Um, but yeah, so everyone is now done. Uh, and I got some cool
Doctor
skins on
Strange.
some of them. Like, who is this? Why does he look like that? I don't know what the continuity says. I
Ghost
don't think I
Rider.
found anything really cool for Ghost Rider. I just kind of already had. Oh yeah, but I got that one during my playthroughs. And yeah, I didn't really see. Let me see if there's any cool outfits I forgot. I don't know if I
Daredevil.
checked. Yeah, Daredevil had this cool dark one.
Storm.
Storm had this classic one, which I think looks way better than her original suit. It's a shame it was locked behind all those kills. Um, this one had
Iron
War
Man.
Machine, Iron Man's War Machine skin, super cool.
The
Um,
Human Torch.
Human Torch had this cool, like, kind of like, because all the other ones don't show him on fire. I think it's pretty lame. Like, he's not even on fire. Um, and now he is, so that's pretty cool. I don't
Blade.
think. Yeah, Blade had this one, which was whatever.
Colossus.
Colossus had some cool skin, even though
Elektra.
he's terrible. Elytra, I thought this was way better. This is her second skin. It's way better than this one. Like, what is this? That looks terrible. Terrible. Like, and
Iceman.
then I didn't think this was his peak. I think classic Iceman looks good, but I thought the same thing in X-Men Legends 2. I thought the skins for Iceman were terrible because his base design is so good.
Colonel Nick
This
Fury.
one's so cool. I did not expect to see the real Nick Fury, the one from the MCU, here. Very cool. He also has this weird one where he's like a general. I don't know. Kind of looks like a Clay Warrior, if you ask me, like with the outfit. I like this one better. Um, and then Spider-Woman
Spider-Woman.
had this cool one from Secret Wars. I thought this looked really cool, but I think all her outfits look really cool. Agent of Shield. I don't know the lore, but I the first my introduction to Spider-Woman was actually I don't think it was Leapfrog, but it was this gaming device I had as a kid. It was like an educational device. It was orange and I had like a little paw as a controller and I had like two buttons. I had a Scooby-Doo game, I had a Spider-Man and Friends game, and some others. And basically you would like play these levels, these linear 2D levels, and you would spell. Oh, it was so cool. And that's how I was like, oh, there's a Spider Woman, and then I never heard about her because she's not really in anything. Like, sure, now they're doing the into Madam Web thing, so it is kind of mainstream now. But for the most part, yeah, it wasn't. So yeah, but all we have left is theirs. We unlocked that. I didn't think that looked as cool. It kind of does. I think his other skin will look better. And then classic Black Panther looks atrocious. So
Hey, let's
yeah.
go punch
How
somebody.
many hours did it take to farm out all those? I want to say 4 hours, but this shows. Well, I did spend an hour just doing the missions. Last live stream, I did spend an hour doing the missions. So if you take this to 11:22, so let's see, so I'm closer to 5 maybe. It didn't feel like that long, and honestly, all I did was just put on some music.
All I ever wanted to do was get into space. I studied very hard and invested a lot of my family's fortune into building a rocket ship. But when the project was about to be shut down, I boarded the ship along with Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, and her brother Johnny. Just when we made it to outer space, we were quickly hit by a radiation storm that caused us to crash. Then we discovered the radiation had changed us, given us superpowers. And that is how we became the Fantastic Four. Since then, we've dealt with many problems. Some big, some small, and some that were downright unusual. Like the time I faced Bulldozer in Murder World.
So what's the goal? 20K. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. That they tell you the backstory of everyone. Yeah. I like that. I mean, even though I know some of these people's backstories, I don't know most of them. Well, this lineup, yes, but most of Marvel, no. Like, if you ask me, the only reason I know Blade is part demon is because of this game right here. Man, this guy is terrible. I really, truly believe. How am I about to die? This is insane. He's pretty bad. Like, his powers are pretty bad. I think it's easier just to use him as a melee character. Using him for his powers. I mean, he was never really strong in the continuity. Like, I wouldn't. His greatest strength was his intelligence. Being the strongest man. But like, this is ridiculous. Like, what am I doing wrong? Okay, we'll try it again. He's definitely not that good of a character though, in terms of like his gameplay. I mean, you just take so much damage as him. But I thought Human Torch actually wasn't that bad. Just for some reason, when I started, I don't know if it's because I skipped a few enemies in my normal playthrough, but why does this take so long? I'm just gonna have to spam this. I mean, I can't let them get close. And even now, they're still hitting me and poisoning me. And now I'm out. Okay. I mean, I guess I could. I thought that might be a viable strategy. It was not. I could try that. Whenever someone falls, they are pretty vulnerable. How do you do that turn so quick? Gotta make sure I get enough points. I only have 3,500. Yikes. Oh, that's way too many enemies. There we go. See, I don't know if I was supposed to upgrade his suit to make him decent, but this guy's terrible. This guy is actually... And that's the thing, I don't remember anyone being that bad in... And I hate to compare this so deeply to X-Men Legends 2, but this was just the second game of its kind that I played, and I just don't remember. Really, no. I mean, I think there actually. No, I might take that back. I think there were a few bad characters, but I can't remember who. Okay. And they poison you, and the damage just kind of multiplies so drastically. The range on that is pretty limited. Okay, 7K. We need 20 to get the win. Like that. There we go. Doing good, doing good. Like, that does nothing. Bro. Am I taking damage?
Orbital attack.
Oh, I don't want to break that. I need to get 20K. I do remember the guy talking about how if you just sit here and farm these enemies that you can get up to the 20K minimum. Which I guess is what they... I mean, it just kind of seems the gold requirements are kind of silly then. So they want you to fight an infinite amount of enemies? Is there any way to do it without abusing that? I don't know. I mean, with Wolverine, no way. I mean, they want you just to sit there and fight a whole bunch of enemies, which, you know, whatever, you know, that's fine. You have to do it anyways for the costumes, but why is that the gold requirement? Shouldn't it be, you know, I don't know what else it could be, but you could have score be given in a different light.
I don't think I like you.
Okay. Dude's not a fan of criticism, I guess. Okay, 13K. Are they done spawning? No. Ooh. No. Am I too short? No, they're still spawning.
I don't think I like you.
So we'll just keep going until we get to 20. I thought these were going to be a lot more entertaining. And now that I'm playing them, I'm like, man, this is like the weakest gameplay I have ever seen. Because the gameplay is actually just kind of like grinding. Like, it's just kind of like the farming I did. Like, yeah, I could have waited to farm offline, but I didn't want to finish all of these missions and then have to sit down for like 5 hours. Or I guess it would have been like less because I'm doing that here, but I don't think I'm getting enough to, you know, really get you any outfits. Maybe I am, but I don't think so. Almost there. Zombies in Spaceland is what I'm thinking about right now. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
You got me.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Orbital attack.
What? I didn't attack a single soul? That's insane.
But I just wanted to make you laugh.
There we go. Got the score requirement. Let's take on the boss.
Hi, I don't suppose you're trapped here too, are you?
Buddy, you are dead meat.
Look, I don't want to fight. I just want to get out of here.
Ha! You're making me laugh.
So, there's no way for us to settle this peacefully?
I'm gonna crush you like a paper cup.
All right, if that's how you want it, then let's do this.
Okay. This fight could be going better. No, not the bear hug. I mean, this is a pretty lame fight too. This is an odd fight. I guess they didn't know who to use. I mean, I believe this could have happened. What? He can go sideways?
Orbital attack.
Okay, I got him halfway. Got me something. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. He was stuck. Gave me some free hits. I don't know how this game could be a 5 out of 10. I mean, I guess if you... It could be harder. But I don't know. That's the question. Do you rate the platinum for this game based on doing these challenges on easy, normal, or hard. Well, you have to do normal, so it's safe to say that someone wouldn't want to. But I feel like you could say this is a 3 out of 10 because if you just play the game again, like hard mode was hard for me, but I think it's because I skipped the easy playthrough and just went straight for hard.
So I managed to beat Bulldozer and get away from Murder World. And with a little luck, I'll never go back there again.
Okay, pretty chill. Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
As a child, I shoved a man out of the way of a falling barrel. Unfortunately, I was hit across the eyes by the radioactive waste the barrel carried. When I awoke in the hospital, I discovered I was blind. But somehow the radiation had affected my other senses. It gave me a type of radar that let me see in the dark. I kept my new talents a secret, even when I grew into an adult and became a defense lawyer. My experience with trials soon showed me that victims needed more aid than the legal system could provide. So I took it upon myself to help those in need, and I became the superhero known as Daredevil. Though I've faced many difficult adversaries, none has been more persistent than Bullseye in his obsession with killing me.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, the guy did mention that this is completely dark. How many points do I need in this one? So 20? 20 as well? Okay. You can go for it. No enemies, I guess. Okay. Oh, wait, I have to go around. Oh, this is that one area. Yeah. The one where you fight a few enemies in here, break this wall. They really didn't bother to do new areas, huh? That's a little unfortunate. Like, I get that, you know, these simulator missions are optional, most people aren't going to do them. And, you know, I do like that they give you a backstory, though, of the character. I do really appreciate that, but it'd be a little bit more cool. Right, 20K. Anyone else in here? No.
I'm low on power.
There we go. Oh. I think that's everyone in here. Everyone back here.
That's what I call a knockout.
Oh, that's super close range. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that move is super good.
Now, are you?
Daredevil leveled up, dude. Yeah, after doing all this grinding, I'm level 42, and that's what I was saying. Like, if I just waited to do the hard mode, and done easy, the hard mode would have been way easier. I had to skip most things because most encounters felt just unfair. Like in a room like this with 3 enemies, no way I could do it. Well, 3's fine. It depends on the enemies. The clay guys and I don't know. It was Mandalorian? No. Whatever. That guy with the rings. We went to his fortress in China. The Valley of Spirits. That's where we went to. When we went there, dude, on hard mode, all those guys like 2-tabbed me. And the Grey Goyle was a terrible fight. I could barely outpace his healing factor. It actually took me having a healing factor of my own on Sabretooth, and pretty much hitting him away, using Spider-Man to slow down time so that way I could outpace the heal, because I almost killed him, and then because I only had Sabretooth left, and I couldn't slow down time, I couldn't really do much, and it didn't really go that well, to say the least. It didn't really do much for me. I almost tapped him, one-tapped him, and the healer came up last second. I was out of energy, and my melees just were not cutting it, so I lost. Besides for that, I skipped, like, those guys holding that ring in Asgard. I skipped them. I doomed all of mankind on that hard playthrough. Like, I didn't save anyone. I did save the princess, because I was like, you know, why not? But that was because she gives us advancements in technology. But like, I didn't get the things that Doctor Strange could beat. Or no, it was Reed Richards could beat the bad guy. I didn't save Odin. I didn't even save Odin. I wanted to see what different ending I would get. And sure enough, you get a different ending. You only get that ending where Doom gets trapped by Odin if you free Odin. So, pretty interesting. This guy's protected? What's he protected by?
Hey, you daredevil! I was just saying hello to your little girlfriend here. I don't think she's feeling too good.
If you've hurt her, I am not gonna be responsible for my actions, Bullseye.
By all means, don't be responsible. I want you to do your worst. That way I'll be able to brag to everyone that I really beat you.
What is it with you? Why can't you give up this sick fascination with me?
Ah, what can I say? You've always been that one itch I've never had the chance to scratch.
That does it, Bullseye. The gloves are off, and you're going down. I'm low on power.
Oh, that is right. That slows down the timer. So I probably needed to use that for, while I was farming. It's probably going to be the difference of getting the points I need. Because I don't think I'm anywhere close. I'm probably gonna have to replay this one actually, because I didn't slow down the clock. They gave me that tip in that video I watched too, and I just completely forgot. I didn't watch the video till after I beat the game fully.
In the end, Elektra was fine, and Bullseye was taken into custody. Unfortunately, with the help of a high-priced lawyer, he was able to skip any jail sentence. But I'll be ready when he attacks again.
Oh, I got gold? Really? Yeah, it might have been. It might have just been slowing down time. Good. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's another one down. I guess we'll do the thing next. Shouldn't be too bad.
My real name's Ben Grimm, but most people call me the Thing, on account of how I look. You see, I let my best buddy, Reed Richards, talk me into flying his spaceship. But we wound up getting caught in a radiation storm and came crashing back to Earth. When we got out of the wreckage of the ship, we found out the radiation had changed us. Reed could get stretchy, Susie could turn invisible, and old Johnny could turn into fire. But me? Well, I got this ugly mug made of stone. Still, it ain't all bad being me. I do love to smack down bad guys like Rhino.
Protect Frozen, Mr. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, so if it's one of these levels, I can almost guarantee that there's gonna be a infinite enemy spawner like there was with Wolverine. So these missions I actually don't have to worry about the score at all, because all I really have to do is go in there and farm the enemies. So yeah, I guess I really didn't need to farm anyone, but I really just didn't want to play these last night without, because I want to do these all back to back, get the platinum, and I don't want to have to do any excess grinding. But I didn't realize these would feel like the exact same thing I did last night, because they're the exact same areas. Like, I've played 6 missions and I've gone to 3 areas. So actually maybe less. maybe less than 3. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty rough. Still a 10 out of 10. I don't know if this is in my top 10 games of all time. I think X-Men Legends is better. And if I was going to put one on the list, I'd rather put X-Men Legends 2 over this. I've never played the original X-Men Legends. When I say X-Men Legends, there's really only the second for me. And I know I sound like a broken record, constantly repeating how good that game is, but almost all the games I played as a kid, I think, are some of the best games there are. But then again, I haven't played much. I was watching this PlayStation Access video. Great guys, by the way. I've been watching them for years. I love the Friday features, as so many other people do. I didn't even know they were associated with, like, actually PlayStation. I just thought that they were some, you know, YouTube channel that dealt with all things PlayStation and made content around PlayStation. You know, kind of like how there's an Xbox achievements and PS5 trophies and everything PlayStation, stuff like that. But sure enough, yeah, apparently they're UK. Regardless, I was watching this live stream they did about a week ago, as of right now, and man, it just was pretty rough, because they were talking about all these games on their backlog, right? Like Red Dead Redemption 2, Final Fantasy 7, stuff like that, and I'm just like, and they're like, oh, it's so shameful, we haven't got around to it. And I think I have every single game. I have BioShock, I have Nier Automata, I have the second Red Dead, not Red Dead 1. So, I definitely have the games that they're talking about technically on my physical backlog, and I just have not got to it. How many points do I need? 20? Yeah. Okay.
Guess this just wasn't your day.
If you stun them, it's actually quite easy. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, even though I didn't have to do that grinding previously, the fact that I get to wear these super cool, well, obviously his is not super cool, but the cool skins while I do it does make it, you know, worth it a little bit more. The only problem was the last one. Like, he doesn't really have any good skins because it's kind of just a speedo. I find it kind of funny. But Daredevil's was completely black. Like, you couldn't even see his outfit because it was as if you were blind and just pitch black in the area. So that was kind of... I'm gonna turn down the sound a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm done with 6 now, out of 27. So I got about 20 left, and some of them are just, hey, go fight this boss. So I'll probably just go do that. Yeah, they had to have been like, yeah, we just want you farming enemies for points. Because the time bonus doesn't give you enough. Like, if you just blitz through it, killing who you have to. Like, let's say you're not even skipping enemies. You're just killing who you have to and going through. The ones that have infinite enemy spawners, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to do that. Because you won't get enough. Now, Captain America, I think it was Captain America. No, it was Wolverine that I barely got to what I needed to.
Ready for round 2?
You'd be surprised how weak, how weak that move is. Even though it seems pretty strong, the thing is actually pretty weak. Maybe he's not. I guess he does do decent damage, but then again, I am level 42 on easy, so. So the sword is 20, right? Yep.
Give me someone else to pound.
Boom, 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 boom. That should be it. How'd he shoot me when he was done? Yep. Now that that's done, we can just bypass to the final boss fight. Just ignore this guy. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. Who am I fighting again? Oh, Rhino.
Hey, what have you done to my buddy, you reject from a zoo?
Just froze him a little, but he ain't hurt. See, I won't get paid if I deliver damaged goods.
What are you talking about? Are you kidnapping Stretch?
You bet I am. There's some people who'd pay real well to lay their hands on Mr. Fantastic here.
You ain't getting out of here. At least not until they wheel you off to an ambulance.
All right, Rockhead. You wanna fight? You gotta fight. Cause here comes the Rhino!
Get him away from him, and then... Couldn't I just do this? Oh, I can't stun him. Hand-to-hand combat, I guess, is all I can do. This is actually... What's going on here? how does he have me on a
Got
corner
some
here?
help here.
I don't know if I beat him. I mean, I'm barely tanking these hits.
I don't got the power for that.
I mean, maybe with this, because now it seems like I'm taking less damage. There we go. Yep. Bro. Like, I have been stun locked for the past minute. Yep. And there we go. That's the mission done. Not bad, not bad.
In the end, I beat Rhino and had a lot of fun doing it. But that don't mean I'd rather have a face that didn't look like a gravel road. My real name's Ben.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And mission. Yeah, doing pretty good. I know I said I still need Black Panthers, so we'll see.
When I became the king of Wakanda, I also became the Black Panther, defender of my people. And for this reason, I was trained in all forms of combat and educated at the best schools throughout the world. It is no small feat protecting my country. It holds a large deposit of vibranium, a very rare mineral. And while vibranium allows my people an unequaled standard of living, it also forces me to continually battle those who would conquer us. Take, for instance, the time Arcade kidnapped me and forced me into murder work.
How is Arcade kidnapping all of these people? Not bad.
I've
I
won
feel like that
again.
might be quicker. Okay. Deadpool's definitely not going to be here. Deadpool's definitely in Murder World, so I should be able to farm the rest of his kills while doing it. I just didn't think so many of them would be,
This is your best?
you know,
I've
in Murder World. Kind of a weird area to be, but like Arcade kidnapped me. Like, how is this happening? I've never heard of this guy Arcade, and now you're just telling me he's over here.
You are no match for the Black Panther. Who's next?
There we go. Light work here. Okay, there we go. Is this one also 20? Yep, I guess they're all 20. I thought some were 30, but it's not seeming like such.
Who's next? Perhaps you should call for backup.
I think that's everyone. Okay. Oh wait, never mind. These have infinite enemy spawners too because they have the bumper cars. That's what it is. So
Have a good fall.
I can just sit there and go, okay, well, time to do bumper cars, and then just farm them then. Cause I was thinking, oh, is this gonna be tight? I don't remember. See, and we got it. Cool. So yeah, I didn't have to grind any further. So I probably wasted some of my time grinding, but I still don't regret it.
It was foolish of you to start this battle. Perhaps you should call for backup.
And I'll just go until I got 20k again. Should be easy enough. I'm thinking of how many of these I could have done on normal. I feel like the only hard ones were the ones where you had to defend, you know? So like, well, the Rhino probably would have killed me there. So I probably would have had to try that a few times because he would have actually just clobbered me. 100%, so... Because I almost died there a ton until I started using that ability. I mean, I don't know. I know the hard ones are like Blade, and I think they said Storm was pretty hard, so I'm probably gonna do those next. I just think it'd be ideal. I do want to go down the line, but I think I'll just yeah, I'll do that one next, and then I'll probably do Blade and Storm, and then Deadpool just to guarantee. And I'll probably play a Sabretooth on the verses just so I can make some work of them.
Victory is mine.
Okay, we're almost there.
Stand up and try again.
Oh my god, that's enough.
Victory is mine. Stand up and try again. Victory is mine. What is the meaning of this arcade? Why did you throw me into this demented playground of yours?
Why couldn't they have arcade wasteland here?
I would rather die than give you control of my country's wealth.
Dude, why does he keep running away? I mean, it's actually super lame, because he just keeps backing up. Like, his whole programming is just to run away. It's like a boxing match. And he's just playing defense the entire time. Like, I could, what even is that? And why was that a move? What did he do to himself? Let's go.
The battle is over, Arcade. I have won. And you had better pray I never hear from you again. For if I do, no number of Captain America clones will keep me from exacting my vengeance.
I guess I don't have to get to 20K because I'm gonna have the time bonus. Yeah, I guess that's something to consider. So I grinded there for a portion where I didn't have to. Okay. Let's see. So apparently Storms is pretty hard. And Blade. And, yeah. Let's see. We start with Deadpool, though.
The day my father Odin banished me from Asgard, I was bitten by a vampire and had radioactive waste dumped into my eyes. To make matters worse, my mutant ability to control weather activated just as I was hit by a blast of gamma radiation. Nah, actually I got this way by volunteering for the Weapon X program. They promised to cure my cancer, and they cured it all right, by giving me an outrageous healing factor. Then they labeled me psychotic and tossed me into a prison lab. So, I escaped and became what some people might call a mercenary. I prefer the title cleaner of the gene pool. And I've made a lot of good friends along the way. Like Arcade. He's always sending me to his amusement park.
Hello, Deadpool. Ready for a fun-filled day in Murder World?
Yep, I've got my sunscreen on and I've taken my motion sickness pills. So bring on the rides.
Oh, I don't think you understand. You're going to die here.
I know. Carnivals always slay me.
No, you are going to physically die. As in, stop breathing. You will cease to exist.
Right. So do you have bumper cars here?
Yeah, so we're just gonna skip past everything and just go straight, because I don't think he's that strong. I mean, I could just sit here and do this, but yeah, I don't do any damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Also, I guess I didn't think that he'd be able to teleport. Man, they are kicking my ass. right now. There we go. We're moving, we're moving. There we go. So now I can just do this till I get about. We'll just go to 18, maybe less. Oh, all the enemies I skipped came here anyways. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, this is peak, I guess. But these missions don't take that long, especially on easy. They did take... I've only played the Spider-Man one, and I guess I didn't really fully understand the mission, but... It I did skip every enemy, too. I don't know why. I have no idea why I did that.
It's as if I can't go this way. This would be where I turn.
So yeah, it's just gonna be the missions that don't have infinite enemy spawners, but if you're at Weapon X, or if you're at, Murder World, you get infinite enemy spawn. So those literally won't be a problem. As long as you can finish it, you should get it, so...
Somebody take a picture. You got me.
But I did grind pretty much most of Black Panther, and I still only got the skin at the tail end. So I think I would have had to grind regardless. So it is what it is. I could have played more throughout the story. Maybe like switching up characters. Probably could have done that, but. Besides for the what ifs, I mean, you could definitely make this more efficient if you needed to. But it doesn't really matter because most people won't. Actually, yeah, majority of people won't ever be able to even play this game on PS4 because it got delisted. So, boom, boom. Then after this, I don't know what my plans are. I'm going to clean up because I haven't been recording most of my trophy journey because. A lot of it just hasn't been that interesting, I believe. Or the games are pretty decent and I want to get into them. I don't really feel like making a video on them, you know. But I randomly chose to do Need for Speed Rivals because they had a lot of golds. And the guide said 25 hours. That was the last thing I did prior to this, and no, that wasn't. It wasn't 25 hours. It was closer to 35. It wasn't great, I would say. It wasn't really good at all. I did come around at the end, I guess I would say. Yeah, I didn't hate it, but I just felt like it felt pretty empty. Like, the whole game was. It wasn't just racing, but it was racing around this open hub. They had these quote-unquote different events that were just more races, and it just felt silly to say that they were anything but races when they were. And Racer felt way worse than Cop. Cop felt really good. Racer felt terrible. But I boosted the multiplayer a year ago, and I was like, alright, I'm just going to do it for the golds. And then I found out the servers were shutting down, and I was like, you know what, let me just 99 it now. I was already going to, but I was like, with the server shutting down, and I want to boost as much of it as I can anyways, so I boosted a good amount of some challenges, like if it said hit 10 racers with Cop Tech, or Tech skills or whatever it was. I just did that. I was like, okay. Oh, I got 17k. I can probably stop. So I was like, okay, and I just boosted what I needed to. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. Like that was the extent of the game was just loading in, doing a race where I try to take some people out, doing a race where I try not to hit anything. Um, that was it. I didn't need a gold every single event. I only needed a gold a total of 100, and there were about, I think there's 130. So, and they're difficulty based too. So there's easy ones, there's medium, and they're hard. So I did all the easy, all the medium, and some hard because you need to for some challenges. Um, oh, I can just leave. I didn't realize I was messing around still. Who's gonna fight? Oh, Dark Spider-Man, that's what they said.
You've survived this far, Deadpool. But now your number's up. Meet a creation of mine who will make short work of you.
Hey, did I enter the sideshow tent? 'Cause you look like the dog-faced boy.
Oh, you are a wit, Deadpool. Or at least half a one. Tell me, do the chicks go for your insane babble?
About as much as they go for your attempts at self-deprecating humor.
So then, it doesn't work.
No, not at all. But I found an online dating service that's really good.
Cool. What's it called?
Would you please get busy and destroy him, Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Guess I'll have to kill you now.
Okay, but I'm really gonna miss me when I'm gone.
There's a game lag because he put me in place, but then I jumped. So I didn't know what to do.
Right, like I have enough power to do that.
Why did I go longer there? Huh. It's a completely different move. I don't know how I'm doing that because I'm doing what I think is the same thing, but it's not working. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Dude, I need help! And a pony!
There we go, we got him. Easy.
Thanks for a fun day, Arcade. We'll have to do this again real soon. Except, it'll be my turn to try and kill you.
Cool. Okay. That was done. I didn't get all the skins for him, so I'll have to do that through, I don't know, the versus ones. Trying to think who I actually want to. We'll do Storm. Apparently, it's real hard.
I was orphaned early on in life and spent the remainder of my childhood as a thief on the streets of Cairo. At the age of 12, I began a long journey south through Africa. Along the way, I crossed the Sahara and nearly died of dehydration. This awoke my mutant ability to control weather. I soon discovered I could create rain and lightning, as well as command the wind. I then spent several years helping various tribes across the Serengeti, creating precipitation to save their crops. Then, Professor Charles Xavier came to me and asked that I join him in America. He wanted me to become part of his team of X-Men. I found his arguments very convincing and agreed to join his team. And I haven't had a boring minute since.
Like the time when Arcade
Take,
trapped
for
me.
instance, the time I had to save my teammates from a creature known as Hussar.
Oh, she doesn't even mention Arcade World. Yeah, they're all energy resistant, so I guess I just want to leave here as quickly as possible. I'm getting quite actually overwhelmed. Yeah, because you can't fly. I forgot you can't fly against these. Yeah. If you fly against these guys, they shoot you, and then you fall and get stunned. So I have to try that again.
I was orphaned.
How'd I get
then
11k?
fateful.
What? I did nothing. Oh, I guess it was like the time bonus. Gave me 11k. I can't fly. I roll everywhere I go. I'm just rolling around the wrong direction. Man, I'm about to die again. I feel like I might actually have to take out these people. Yeah, Man, she has no health, dude. Let me put some stats on her. 'Cause that's ridiculous. I don't know why I can't walk through. I want those. That's fine with me.
Here we go.
Certainly.
So, yeah, this is pretty good. Good amount of ones done.
I was orphaned.
So let's see, how much damage do I do now? I do the exact same amount of damage. But I take a lot less. I guess I actually didn't upgrade anything that would manipulate my damage, so it'd be pointless to think. This dodge thing actually kind of annoys me, because sometimes you dodge into the enemies, and then you just get stonewalled. Okay. About to die again. Like, okay, alright, we're done messing around. We're just gonna have to actually go through and kill these guys. Which is so weird why she has so much less health than everyone else, but whatever.
worth more
So
of a
what
challenge.
was that? Is he just... The bot went under shelter. And it saw hail and said, no, I'm gonna go under shelter. That's fun. That's funny. Typical. It's not like we're inside a tent or anything.
Ha! I win again.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Can't believe I'm about to die. Yeah, I think I'm good enough to start making my way through to the arcade, but we'll see. No way I did all that to die. That's actually insane. What? How is she this weak? I'm on easy. Yeah, this is insane. I have to do all that again. Because I was like, oh, I'm close enough to walk 5 feet. And I got stopped at the door by a little jigsaw robot. The hail mix with this isn't bad. I have max defense too, and I don't really feel it. For how much money that cost, I don't really feel like I take that much less damage. Maybe it's because I get poisoned, and that might be like a percentage of my health.
Score 1 for me. Have a good
Storm's leveled up. How high of a level is she? 43. Yeah, this is crazy. She's like 75% done with the leveling system, and she's like super weak. I guess she's mainly like a support, a ranged support character. Like helping deal damage from afar while the, I guess you would call it, tanks and DPS go out. Like Sabretooth. There's not really any tanks though. I mean, I guess Hulk tanks hits better than her, but he doesn't really take hits like that.
ha! I win again.
Like, how am I gonna die right here while I'm just actually fighting them?
Anyone else care to get in my way?
This guy's actually... No, it was that guy. There we go. Now we're good. How am I going to die here? Oh, because I'm poisoned? Let me pick up this health. That is so silly. This would have been crazy hard on normal. Because they would have took... I don't even know how I would have got... It would have took longer to get here. And then I would have actually got here and been closer to dying. Because they can just throw toxic goo, I guess, on the ground. And that just, you know... Even though I run over it in a cart, I get heavily toxic. Poison.
Score 1 for me. You're not doing so well.
I guess I do so much more damage because I'm not hitting them with energy. So because this is just purely a massive bumper car running into them and squishing their insides, I guess that allows, you know, damage increase. Storm was actually pretty easy to farm. All it took was having, you know, the other team members there. And while they, you know, did their thing, attacking and distracting, it allowed me to just basically slip in, do what I need to, and call it a day. Because I was just spamming those lightning bolts. I don't think I'm going to get much of a time bonus, and I don't want to leave anything to chance, so I'm going to get to 19. And we'll go. Okay. Who's Hussar? I'm supposed to know who this is.
Greetings,
Oh.
Storm. Arcade said one of the X-Men might come to save their brethren.
Whoever you are, release Wolverine and Iceman. There is no need for us to fight.
Oh, but there is, Storm. For I am Hussar, member of the elite Shi'ar Imperial Guard. And Arcade has ordered that I defeat whoever comes to save
Well, why
these
is
two
Arcade giving you
prisoners.
orders?
You can't really be Hussar. The Shi'ar Elite Guard are clear across the galaxy.
Oh, okay.
You must be some type of robot.
The reality of my existence is inconsequential. But the ending of yours
Oh,
will
so
not
she's just
be.
a robot. So that's how they
Come,
justify it.
Storm. Let us see if
They
you
saw
can
that plot
save
hole and
your
go,
friends
yeah,
from
it's a
certain
robot.
death.
It's a clone or it's a robot. Okay. Sure, we can go with that. Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I didn't really think she was that strong when I fought her normally. I guess the defense boost did help a little bit here. So I'm not really taking any damage. These boss fights are just kind of like, try to not get stun locked and just do damage, but... Is there quick time events? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's where they were? I was like, huh, where are they? So my goal is just to defeat her as quick as possible. Yeah, this would have been kind of hard, I think, on normal. I think I could have done them knowing the infinite enemy spawn and everything. But would I have wanted to? No. And I didn't even really... Like, I had my friend who game shared this game to me play through it on easy, and then I beat Doctor Doom with him. So I didn't even have to play through easy. The 12 hours you see there are purely because he played through it, collected everything that needed, and let me do the rest, because I was like, well, I'll go through hard mode, and then you can just, you know, play the last mission, and then you can do easy, so we can just trade and save time, because nobody really wants to play this game on easy after they already played it on normal, just for some simulator missions. Like, I think that's ridiculous, but whatever. But she doesn't stagger you, so you can go and just sit here, spam until she dies. You should be able to kill her before she does another QTE.
So, I defeated the robot of Hussar and saved Wolverine and Bobby from death. It's a shame Arcade got away, because it would have been fun to give him a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, and I mean, I could have done these on normal, but I think I can see how it would have been hard to get through some of these areas just normally, and some of these boss fights would have been annoying, but I don't think it would have been that bad, all in all. Let's see how Blade is, because apparently Blade's really hard too.
My mother died at the hands of the vampire Deacon Frost, so I dedicated my life to killing the undead. Then I was bitten by a fiend named Morbius and became half vampire myself. I gained all of their strengths and none of their weaknesses. So now they call me Daywalker, and they fear me. And well, they should. For it is my life's mission to destroy the dark creatures that plague mankind. In my work, I've traveled to many different lands. Once I even traveled to Mephisto's realm
Storm.
to save the X-Man named Storm. There, I met a creature, the likes of which I'd never seen before.
What, Dark Spider-Man? I've never seen. So I think these areas you have to actually lock in, because there's no infinite enemy spawn area. So you actually have to, like, do your best. I think they said Ghost Riders is pretty hard too. I don't get why that doesn't hit people when you are right in front of them.
Not so tough now, are you?
Yeah. So Morbius bit this guy and then turned him into, you know, the ultimate killing machine of creatures like this. Assume that's like demon blood or something. I know they said Ghost Riders is pretty hard because you also, you have to go through this area too as Ghost Rider, but because they all resist fire, they just take forever to kill. What is that? What is that move? Doesn't hit any of them.
Not so tough now.
How many points do I need? 20 again? Okay. I'm just gonna assume it's 20. I should probably look at that before I start the mission now, but I should look at which ones. Oh, are the 30 ones only the verses? That might be the case.
Oh, you're in a bad situation. You, might want to see a doctor now.
I think this might actually be his best option. Because the alternative of shooting people and just never actually landing the shot is pretty terrible.
You weren't as tough as you looked.
Okay.
Oh, you're in a bad situation. You, might want to see a doctor now.
Gets his super pretty quick.
so tough now, are you?
Am I already at the end? Am I gonna have enough points? I thought it would tell me how many I had there.
Hey, Blade, what do you think of my new place? The winters are mild, but the summers are hotter than heck.
You might have his lame sense of humor, but you're not Spider-Man.
There is no denying it, Blade. You're a sharp one. A real cut above the rest.
What have you done with Storm?
Nothing horrible. At least not yet. But once I'm finished with you, I'll have some time to get creative.
Think again, because your time is up.
Was he attacking her?
I don't have enough power. My health is fading fast. I don't have enough power.
Poison Storm. She just like dies.
I don't have enough power. My health is fading fast.
They give me some health back. I definitely should have upgraded them. And if I don't get gold on this for some reason, I'll upgrade my stats
This is
on them.
really not the best time to be standing around.
You don't have to tell me twice. Lead the way.
Okay, I did get gold. Barely though. By 300 points, wow. That's a tough one. Yeah, maybe normal would have been tight. Because, honestly, there's no infinite enemy spawn, it actually just comes down to being quick. So, yeah, that's tough. Who else is there? I guess I'll just keep going back down the list.
For the majority of my life, I was simply Dr. Stephen Strange, a gifted neurosurgeon with a taste for the finer things in life. That was until the fateful car crash, which injured my hands. Unable to work, I spent my fortune on any procedure I could find to repair the damage, but none worked, and I wound up destitute. In a last desperate hope for a cure, I traveled to the Himalayas in search of a man named the Ancient One. I found him, and in me he saw a great goodness. He convinced me to become his apprentice, and eventually I succeeded him as the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, I protect the world from dark entities of the night. Take, for instance, the time Mephisto kidnapped Clea and spirited her off to his dimension.
Well fought, my friend.
Yeah, getting barreled is kind of crazy. Like, imagine you're Mephisto and you're like, what are all these barrels doing here? Who made this shit? Oh, they drop gold too? Infinite money glitch, apparently. So you can kill the enemies, get orbs off them, and then also just straight up get created.
Helpless before the master of mystic art.
For your insolence, you will become a crate. Like, just imagine. You're like, oh, the worst thing they'll do is put me in jail. Nope. This rhino now lives out the rest of his days as a crate in a shipping warehouse in Shield. I guess that is pretty inhumane. Is it better or worse than prison? Like, you'll spend 10 years as a crate. You know, like, is that better or worse than prison? I mean, our tax money doesn't go to it. He doesn't have to endure suffering. And he might not even know the time has passed. You know? I mean, you know, do crates, you know, really perceive the concept of time? Probably not, because they're a crate. So you get turned into a crate, you're just sitting there, crate form, you know? So like, the rhino kills the whole orphanage because he wanted to take down Spider-Man, and orphans got in his way, you know? Rhino's a real bad guy, and he's really mad at these orphans. Because he was an orphan. But he's cool. Whatever, right? So he kills these orphans, or maybe destroys their home, right? Not, yeah, let's say that. Destroys their home. Is that being crate worthy, you know? And you're like, well, he damaged about X amount of personal property, this and that, this and that. Could you take... Yeah, I guess you could, because you're like, okay, what are the estimated costs in housing the rhino? You know, shipping him, you know, all these costs. Okay, let's say it cost $200,000, right? He did $300,000 property damage, and it would cost $200,000 to house him for a year. Okay, we turn him into a crate, add the fees of, you know, transporting the crate, which can't be that much. Come on, $18.99 FedEx, and then you just, you know, hold him as a crate for however long you deem that he could make that, or, you know, some portion of time to say, okay, if he owes us 500K, he's gonna sit there as a crate for 10 years. Say he makes 50K a year. Boom. Then he's just a crate. I don't know. I don't see how that could be an ethical concern. If I could just sit somewhere, bypass 5 years, and pay off a $500,000 debt by just sitting in being contained in one area without a concept of time, I think that's a pretty sweet deal, you know. I think that's pretty good. I think being created might be the move.
Greetings, Doctor Strange. Somehow I knew you would be here, hoping to save your beloved Clea.
Show yourself, Mephisto. Or are you still smarting from our last encounter?
Very perceptive of you, Doctor Strange. I may be weak at the moment, but I have associates who are strong. Like Baron Mordo.
Mephisto, you scoundrel. Hand over Clea immediately, or you'll suffer the consequences.
No, Doctor Strange. It is you who will suffer the consequences for hurting me. Attack him, Baron Mordo.
Oh, you're about to become a crate, dude. Man! What? There's got to be a QTE or something. How do I do this much damage to him? Oh, because he's one of those.
I require help immediately.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did all my health go? I have to pull a Captain America. No! Run! Slow roll. I don't think that really does enough damage to justify. No, I wanted to go this way. Towards the red orbs. Get crated! Oh, I didn't turn in a crate. So I guess there's a chance that they don't get crated.
Clea and I were able to return to our own dimension. But I doubt Mephisto has forgotten this episode. No doubt he is plotting his revenge even now.
Easy. Bold. Alright, who's left? Lytra? Man, I'm doing pretty good. How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 solos? That's not bad. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11's not bad at all. I'm gonna make a save real quick though, because some of those I would not ever want to do again. I'll just get over this. So how long? It's been like an hour? No, it's been like 2. That's not bad.
My name is Electra, and I have suffered greatly in this life. After seeing my father gunned down, I joined a terrorist group known as The Hand. With that training, I became a freelance assassin and renewed a friendship with Matthew Murdoch. After dying at the hands of Bullseye, I was brought back to life so that I could become an assassin again. And had Matthew not saved me, I would still be a cold-blooded killer. My life hasn't been all pain. There have been moments like the time I met up with Bullseye. Again.
And this time I killed him. Yeah, I guess it would have made more sense to just do the farming in these missions, because you get infinite enemy spawn anyways. Like, sure, Asgard was good, but those enemies were a little bit tougher than this one. Those guys don't even do anything.
I don't have the power to do that. Thanks for the workout.
I've heard of Elytra, but I've never, like, seen any movies with her, or really anything. Never saw any, like, depictions of her. But I really never watched anything with Daredevil either, so that would explain a little bit of that. If I'm not watching things with Daredevil, how could I hear about this woman who's so attached
I can't move in this direction.
to Daredevil? So I think it might actually just be quicker to yeah, any second. Okay. Well, that didn't work, so. What? Another one just spawned in his place? What is this? So anything in this facility is pretty much a gimme. Now, with Blade done and Storm done, I don't. I think the only hard ones would have been the ones in Mephisto's realm, because you don't get the infinite enemy spawn. The other ones are gimmies. Like, if you take your time, you go slow, and, like, sure, you're on a timeline, but it doesn't really matter. You could easily... I don't think she's going to survive. I'm going to have to destroy these computers. At least half of them. Because I don't think she can take 6 shooters at once. I know this character is not that strong. This is going pretty smoothly.
Now you know. Better than to mess with the ninja.
What's I gotta do? But onto that conversation we were talking about earlier, in terms of what have I been playing that I haven't been recording. I also did Shadow of the Colossus. Pretty good game. Never played it. It was kind of how I remember, just kind of a boss. No, it was just confusing. Like, I didn't really get the plot until towards the end. Like, it's one of those stories where they don't set you up with much of anything. Besides a general, like, idea, I guess. Maybe not even that. Like, the guy's just kind of... You see him venture into this land, gets a voice of what he thinks is a god, or who in that civilization is a god, or maybe the god. I think he's just a deity. I don't know, yeah. So, he goes in this land, voice speaks to him. He's like, "Oh, are you so and so? Can you bring back this dead person?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can." "Are you willing to do this?" And he's like, "Yep." And then he's like, "All right, destroy these colossi." And he's like, "Okay." That's the plot. I mean, that's the plot in the beginning. So I dropped it when I first started. I was like, "Oh, this is cool," but it was not really like I just got bored, I think, or I had fun with it, but I was really tired, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so it's just like whatever." And I was like, "I'll come back to it later." Then I saw the speedrun trophy, and I was like, I'll come back. I'll come back to it. I've heard it's a good game. I'm going to do it." And then my buddy decided he was gonna play it, and I was like, "You know what? Fine, I'll pick it up now." Like it was a good excuse to pick up the game. So picked it up, as in picked it back up off the backlog. Finished it, and yeah, I did everything. I think the guy said 40 hours, but I think I was at less. Oh, this is awkward. I was at a good amount less. I want to say I was at 32. I can try to look. I don't know why there's two super soldiers here. I don't think it will tell me because it's not recently played. Need for Speed Rivals, I'm at 36 hours. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, as of right now, I think I'm at like 35. They said it would take 40 hours, and honestly, I think if you did another easy playthrough, it'd take longer than that. Then I did Black Ops 1 prior to that.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Sure I did, Bullseye. A big place like this is bound to have a rat or two in it.
And here I was hoping that we could be friends, Electra. But you always have to go and push my buttons.
I know. I just can't help myself. You're such an easy target.
You've got it backwards, hun. You're the one who's the target, and we both know I never miss.
That's where you're wrong, Bullseye. Dead wrong.
Oh, it's another Captain America. This guy's just Captain America without a shield. Yeah, he moves just like him.
I need more energy.
Oh yeah, let's get him trapped in this corner. Nope, not up the stairs. Okay, good. No, I don't really want you going that way. No, 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 no. Wrong way. Ah. And then on top of, let's see, before Black Ops, oh, I did Resident Evil 6. I did all of that. That was, it was a good game, as in just the straight story game in the Platinum. I didn't really have any issues with it. The guide estimated somewhere around, like, 60 hours. I had already had 20 hours into it. I hadn't even beat the story. Like, me and my friend were just messing around. And, yeah, sure enough. It was pretty easy. The professional glitch. Not glitch, but...
That's just not my style anymore. Still, I have to admit, I did enjoy knocking him out.
But the, not glitch, I would say. Just the fact that you can, like, play the last portion of a checkpoint on professional and be fine with infinite ammo. It was pretty chill. Saved a lot of time. So I did Black Ops 1, Resident Evil 6, and I did Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which is pretty standard. And these are all in reverse order. If I wanted to go in traditional order, I did Sekiro, then I did GTA 5, and then I did Bakugan, Defenders of the Core. I finished that off. Dragon Ball Suikoden Zero, finished the multiplayer off. Creed Rise to Glory, the VR game. Did that. Then I did Mortal Kombat X for my 75th Platinum. And then I started this challenge where did I tried to get the most amount of trophies I would have at that time in a month.
All I ever wanted was to drive in a motorcycle stunt show and see my name, Johnny Blaze, in lights. But then, I made a deal with a creature known as Mephisto to save my stepfather's life. The deal fell apart, and my stepfather died. And the only thing that saved me from being taken away to Mephisto's realm was the love of a girl named Roxanne. I thought I had won, but I soon discovered that villain had forever cursed me to turn into the Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. Now, I try to repay Mephisto whenever I can. Like the time I went into his realm to save Wolverine.
We're gonna lock into this one. And then after Mortal Kombat, I started that challenge, like I said, for trying to get the most trophies, like PR and trophies. So see how many trophies I can get in a month playing non-shovelware games. You know, games that are easy and short, but not shovelware. So I did, and I made it a point to not buy anything. These were all games that I already had picked up in lots, or were on my shelf, or were childhood games that I played. And I picked them up. I picked them up off the backlog, I mean. And I played, let's see, I started with American Ninja Warrior Challenge, because they said it was like a 4-hour platinum. And, you know, I like the show, so I was like, sure. Terrible game. Absolutely atrocious game. Pretty rare plat. Still not worth it. If I could redo the challenge, I'd take that out. It didn't take long. It didn't take long at all. But I had actually been too efficient with how I played it. Not me, but the fact that I was playing on PS5, the game moved at a higher frame rate than what they designed. So some parts were actually far easier because I could just spam X instead of having to time it. It wasn't really an issue until I tried to beat, I think it was the second or final competition. And the thing with this game is once you lose on a competition, you gotta restart. So I made cloud saves. The guide recommended it. I was like, yeah, definitely doing that. I even hurt him. That actually didn't hurt him. Wow. That sucks. I guess I just need to hit him. So, yeah, that started off the challenge, and I was like, oh boy. Then I played Sims 4, loaded in, because that was already on the backlog, so I was like, oh, this is a good time to get it off. And then, you know, load up some people's saves, characters, do whatever miscellaneous I can, just to quickly pop the random Sims achievement, because I already have to go back and play Sims 3. So I was like, I might as well save some times with Sims 4. Plus, it was really laggy. Like, it wasn't... just playing it normally. Trying to set up the worlds and everything was pretty laggy. So then, I got... Man, I'm getting destroyed here. Yeah, this would have been brutal on, normal. Then again, I would have probably just upgraded them and been fine. But I might have had to actually upgrade, like, the, how do you say? The, skills? Yeah. I would have had to upgrade his, skills too, which I'm not really trying to do. I don't have to. Does this kill him? That damaged him. That's actually not that bad. Oh, it is actually that bad. And then after American Ninja Warrior, I was like, okay, Sims 4. But then I couldn't get the Plat because they posted some update that if you have a character with a certain trait, it won't allow them to reach max level, possibly. And so it was a whole headache. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not working on Sims 4 then. So it's like, whatever. Just got the trophies I needed in a day. Found out it was not working. I was like, I'll come back to it. Cool. Then we had a game that I picked up in a lot, Murder Soul Suspect, which I had actually been interested in playing because I heard good things about the game. It was pretty cool. It was like a detective puzzle game. The problem was that there were like 800 collectibles. Now, it wasn't actually that bad. Like the collectibles weren't, because you I just followed a guide. I didn't follow a guide for the answers to the puzzles because I was like, I'm just gonna figure them out. If I didn't, I don't think I had to look any of them up. They were all pretty simple. But then I ended up missing the only missable area, which is at the end of the game. I missed one collectible in there, and I was like, what? Freaked out. And I was at a point of no return by the time I figured that out. So I was like, oh, this is great, love to see this. So I was really worried that I had just 99'd the game and that I would have had to recollect all 800. But come to find out, no, that's not how it works. They carry over. So I was like, oh, that's actually really great. So I didn't have to worry about it much at all. So I just replayed an hour speed running through the game, looking up the puzzles so that way I could get through the second playthrough as quick as possible, because I didn't remember exactly who, what, where, and what I needed. So for each one, like who I needed to, what clue I needed to use and whatever. So I did that, and that was that game. It was alright. Then I played Spyro 1. It was solid. I didn't really have an issue with it, per se. Like, I didn't think the game was great up to everyone's, like, nostalgic, perceptive viewpoint of the game. But I wouldn't say it was bad. It was a solid game. I thought it was fun. No Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, but it was good.
Ghost Rider, I'm surprised Xavier would send you to save one of the X-Men.
He was going to send an X-Man, but I talked him into letting me come instead.
You're an overconfident fool, Johnny. But you've got spirit. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I've got the spirit of vengeance thanks to you. And now I aim for a little payback.
You're in over your head, child. Leave, or you'll
Be forced to battle Baron Mordo.
I'm not leaving without Wolverine.
Then you're never leaving.
How can I be frozen? Oh, that's supposed to make him scared, I guess. And then after Spyro 1, which I didn't have a bad time with, I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah, now that I actually, yeah, everything I just said about Spyro, I take back. I did really enjoy the game. I thought it was a great game, and I thought it did live up to, nostalgic hype. Kind of like Crash 1. I thought it was great. Spyro 2, though, is where I started to go, whoa, okay, this feels like the exact same game. Like, the exact same. And I was like, oh, well, whatever. That's not terrible. Okay, I like the first one. And then just playing them back to back, I was like, oh, okay. And then I was so burnt out with this child plot that made no sense. And
How could you have defeated Baron Mordo? So maybe all I did was annoy Mephisto a little. That's enough for now. But someday, some way, I'll pay him back in full for what he did to me.
Silver. I figured that might happen. Actually, nonsense. That one's pretty tight. Let's see if I can upgrade them.
Ghost Rider.
Okay. I don't really need. What? Oh, well, if I had saw that, I probably would have done it. This is super cool. I'll stick with Vengeance, but not happy about it.
I assure you, we will be victorious.
Alright, we'll try it again. Oh, there it is. Because technically I completed it, I just didn't get gold.
All I ever...
And then, yeah, so... I want to say I do a lot more damage, but I can't say for certain. I think this does do more damage. But I think it's really just going to come down to the fact that if I can prevent these leapers from leaping, would be the main way I think I get some headway here in terms of bringing down my time. Because so basically, if I finish this, like that is so annoying. Look at this, like just leaping on me. I need to finish before 11 minutes is over. They can't leap onto you if you're meleeing, like in a throw. I think I'm just gonna have to hit him normally. This is nonsense. These stupid leapers, man. That's so stupid. This actually works out.
Anyone else want some?
Okay, so you can shake those guys off as you attack. So that's pretty interesting. And then after Spyro 2, I did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, which was pretty chill. I didn't really have any issue with that. It was pretty short though. It was like 5 hours. It was pretty fun. And then I invited a friend over. We played Megamind because I thought it was the one I played on the Wii. It was not. They made a completely different game for the Wii. Actually, just better game altogether. So it was not as fun, but it only took like 2 hours. So I was like, well, I already added it. I thought it was the game I played as a child. It isn't. Like, why would I research into is Megamind the same Megamind that I played? You know, they came out within like a month of each other apparently online. So like, how would I have known? You know, whatever. And then I did Men in Black, Alien Crisis, because I picked that up in the last year too, and it was pretty fun. It was all right. And then wait, what? What was that? Whoa, this is massive. I didn't think you could take a sword. That saved me so much time. Wow. How'd he hit me? He's just giving hands to Wolverine. Wolverine's not even... I don't even think he can be damaged. That move is so annoying. Like, I don't get how he can freeze a man made out of fire. Like, it just doesn't... But, well, I just spam this super while he freezes me. Like, if I'm caught in that super, there's nothing I can do. And then Disney Up, which was the same game I had played as a kid, this time actually, was pretty fun. I don't think I'm going to get the time bonus. I just think him freezing me is too time consuming. Like, how long am I supposed to wait? I mean, it almost seems like it makes more sense to just sit there and take the damage. Hold on, I got an idea. Yeah, I don't even have time mid-combo to leave. I think, okay. This guy way easier when you're fighting a ranged person. I don't know why Baron Moto like actually a person that's associated with Mephisto, or is he just happened to be? Yeah, that does actually nothing to him. So super lame. I tried to get away. That might be better. Am I throwing? I might have been throwing. Man, exact same score is insane. Okay, we'll try it one more time. Yeah, I thought I was actually doing more damage, but I think that's my issue. I think I want to be doing that. The fact that he's freezing me just takes so much more time to, you know, try to play around. This is actually, like, the worst one so far, because it's just actually a simulator where you have to be quick, but you have to defeat every enemy, or else, you know, you won't get gold. I mean, but so I have to be pretty much flawless in a boss fight. You put me against enemies that are just going to resist me completely. I mean, it's just a pretty, all odds are stacked against you. I don't know why. Also, technically in the comics, Ghost Rider here is way stronger in Hell. Like, he gains way more strength in Hell, I think. So I don't know why. At least from when I watched the death battle. And then whenever I see these guys, I'm gonna go out of my way to take their sword and try to put some work in with it. So I don't think you could get, I don't think you could get gold, before grinding. It just seems, either that or levels don't do much at all. I mean, I don't know if I'm feeling a lot of difference from level 30 to 40 on hard. I mean, I never got to 40. I don't know if it would have felt different. I assume so. Okay. This guy picks up a barrel. The one barrel down here in hell. He's like, yep, chucking it. I feel like I'm making the exact same pace, but hopefully Um, this move will obliterate whatever his name is, Born Moto. Because I am almost 100% sure I'm making the exact same pace. Because I'm doing the exact same amount of damage, and there's no better way to fight these guys. I mean, my abilities just don't do anything. And they're all slow. They're all really, really slow. Yeah, where's this fire giant?
That wasn't much of a fight.
Okay. 14 minutes. Gotta beat him before it hits 12, I think. I think I'm 50 seconds quicker. Which hopefully this... Yeah, he can do that. Most awkward. No, not quick enough. There we go. So that was the issue. I just wasn't spamming the move that he couldn't freeze me to. Oh, okay. And I still barely won. 300 points. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. Definitely could see how that could be an issue on normal. Because I don't know how you could optimize that. Instead, because that's technically Hellfire, so I think I did already max that. You would have had to max the actual skill, maybe, and that's about it. So, yeah, I don't know. GG on that. I got Luke Cage, and then I got Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Thor, Invisible Woman, Spider-Man, Iceman, and Torch, Miss Marvel. I still got a few. I was stuck on him for a minute. That took probably 20 minutes. Look at Luke Cage.
It all started for me when I volunteered to take part in a medical experiment that was supposed to make me immune to all disease. But an enemy of mine sabotaged the equipment, and things went haywire. I was supposed to die in the explosion, but instead I emerged from the smoke and fire a changed man. I had skin that was as hard as titanium, and super strength. I tried starting up a business where I could charge people for the use of my super services, but almost every time I wound up giving the money back. Nowadays, I'm happy to be a superhero for free, like the time S.H.I.E.L.D. wanted me to save the Omega base from Ultron.
Most of the time, I end up giving them money back. Now, why is that? What is that?
That must have hurt real bad. That was hardly worth my time.
And then after Up, which was, I think I finished it in a Sunday, like a Sunday afternoon. Finished Up, great game. Then I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, Green Lantern, big Green Lantern. Pretty good game. I remember playing it a lot on the DS. Of course, it was different, but actually completely different because I think one followed the plot of the movie, which I thought this one would. Or actually, no, maybe it didn't. I don't know. It didn't follow the plot of the movie at all, so I don't know why. But it was a good game, nonetheless. I did enjoy it. Pretty good platinum. I had to grind for like an hour, maybe, doing like the final boss fight. But I just hopped in a party, talked to my friends, and it was over pretty quick. Because I didn't want to start anything and then leave it, you know, halfway. So. And then I did Rango, which was another game from my childhood that actually was the exact same, not the exact same, but more or less the same as the version I played on the Wii. The only difference is instead of walking around and being able to shoot and walk, it was like anytime you encounter, it was like a normal 3D platformer, you know, walking from area to area. But whenever you entered conflict, instead of being like this, where you could like shoot the enemies close range and whatever, it was like an arcade gallery shooter kind of thing, where you would aim the remote and shoot. It wasn't like that on this one, even though they could have implemented it. They decided to make it around just walking around. They didn't. I guess they didn't feel like making the Move controllers, or Nintendo paid them a bag to make it exclusive on theirs. And then I finally finished Minecraft PS3 version. I had a good amount of trophies left in the DLC, so I was like, I'll do that. Hopped in a tutorial world, did what I needed to, and then played that for a while because I already had almost everything, and I lost my saves. That's the main reason I hopped in the tutorial world. Is like I had a save prepped for the Ender Dragon. I just had like a good amount of. Okay, that didn't destroy everyone. I was like, uh-oh. Guess I gotta replay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to have to start all the way from scratch, but I did want it done. I originally hopped on to finish the online, which I did. I had one trophy left. Got that done, and then did the rest. Then I did Puss in Boots. My friend let me borrow his copy. Pretty good game. It was a little weird to get some of the mini games down, like in terms of like the stuff you have to do mid-story. But I eventually figured it out, because it's a kid game. And then so that was pretty easy. I had one trophy glitch on me, but all it had me do was replay a level, so it wasn't like the worst thing ever. And then you have Captain America, the first superhero, or the first, I think it is first superhero, is the title of the game. It's pretty good. Maybe it was like First Avenger, but it was pretty good. It was like a kind of like Wolverine style game. kind of just going from area to area, doing missions, fighting, you know, Red Skull's army. It was pretty good. No real complaints. I got a little bored walking from area to area, but it did feel like Batman Arkham Knight, like, because I was kind of confused. I think I was just tired. And then at about this point, I started to get started to get massive trophy burnout. So I ended up playing Minecraft Story Mode because I thought it'd be really quick. It wasn't, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I ended up doing Master Reboot, a game that I had on my backlog. I did that after the. I think I did that after the challenge because I was already halfway done. Then I finished Minecraft Story Mode, but I then came back for the DLC around the time I did Master Reboot. I haven't finished all the DLC. I only did like 2. I still got to go back for that. I started Mario Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale because I thought, that'd be a fun game. And then I just realized it wasn't efficient enough and it wasn't fun enough to justify doing for this challenge. I did Totem, great game. I think I ended it on Totem. I ended that month. This was I think it was July. I think it was the month of July. Yes, it was, because I remember I had 4th of July off from work, so I took advantage of that. That was pretty cool. And then I finished Call of Duty Cold War because I had already done the zombies, the Dark Ops Arcade, and the multiplayer. So I was like, oh, okay. And then after that challenge was over, there's probably other games. I'm just looking at my physical collection I have here. So like the copies that I put on my shelf, because I have like a platinum shelf, like section on my shelf, I should say. I have a out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layered shelf. I have the top row left to right is the platinums of any physical games I have in order. But I did other games too that got me to 100, like Goat Sim was on the backlog. I finished that. There were a few others. Oh, Ark Survival Evolved. No.
Must be Ultron, that renegade robot Fury was telling me about. Why don't you come along peacefully so I don't have to bust you up?
Weapon systems now online.
You sure aren't wasting any time. I mean, shouldn't we at least banter a little? You threaten me, then I threaten you, something like that?
Enemy targeted.
Okay, I guess we're jumping straight to the main event.
They did Ultron super dirty in this game. And then I did Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and then that was the 95 to 100. I wanted decent, like really good games with the backlog that I wanted to finish. So I did Syndicate and Resident Evil 6 and stuff like that. So yeah. And then I did do God of War cleanup. I have 99 God of War on PS3 because I already did it on the Vita. 99 Stein Gates, and I watched the anime because it was on the backlog because it was a free game. I never watched the anime. I watched the anime recently. I was like, oh, this anime is great. The game was all right. It was just a visual novel. It was what it was. But
so I managed to take Ultron apart and save the Omega base. Who says there's no such thing as a happy ending?
It was pretty cool because I was on the second season and so much changes from the first to the second. By the time I got to the second, was almost done, and then I went back and played through the first season. I was like, whoa, oh yeah, that did happen. It was a pretty cool experience. I'm going to finish Singularity because I've already 99 that last year. And then I'm debating on Neo, Resident Evil, Batman Arkham Asylum, or City, or Night, finishing Alien Isolation for Halloween, Silent Hill 2, or maybe starting Astrobot or Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I just picked up Halloween from Retro Realms actually. It's the arcade game, Retro Realms though. And yeah, I mean, I could also go back and finish Infinite Warfare, World War II, Stanford Elite 4. I got options. We'll just leave it at that. I got options, and I think what I'm going to do is focus
My
on.
hammer Mjolnir was given to me after proving myself worthy over the course of several years. It is incredibly powerful, but there have been times when I needed other weapons. Take, for instance, when I battled the dark elf named Curse. His magical armor is actually a living part of him, and its only weakness is iron. When we fought, my only hope was to use a hammer constructed of that mineral. I have vanquished this fiend.
Oh, so this is just another one where I'm infinitely. So Asgard's the other realm, which I knew, but I thought it was only for bosses. I don't know why I thought. That was like, somehow I ended up in this arcade land. Like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's on the horizon, but we're at 100. I'm probably gonna clean up what I can. I know I got like Skylander Giants, which I might clean up just for the sake of, cleaning it up. Because I had a... I had good memories with it. I don't have the best physical copy though. It's not sitting on my shelf. It's downstairs, but I might finish it this before the end of the year. I have a list of games that I would like to see done by the end of the year, but we'll see if that. Okay. What? These guys are so quick that they overwhelm you so easily. I just don't get how the God of Thunder is getting punked by some Asian Chinese dolls. Like some actual, like, just clay statues that should be, like, one-tapped. Am I not pressing it quick enough? I just need 2,000, 20,000, yeah. So, nothing insane. Yeah, I got options. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4. I got about 28 games on one shelf, or one section of the shelf. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections of the shelf that I can choose games from, and it doesn't include any games that I have digitally, or yeah, pretty much that. It doesn't include games I have digitally, so we'll see. We'll get around to them. I mean, there's no rush, and I think I might do Uncharted this year, just the first one. If I really like it, maybe the second, maybe the third. Maybe I'll finish the trilogy in one go. But that might be something I do in between games next year, because I'm doing a little challenge next year Me and my friends are going to each. We've picked games, and we're just gonna see who can finish them first. So we're all gonna start some games pretty much fresh or completely fresh. But we're gonna start the saves from zero regardless, and we're gonna just see how far we can get. See if we can get to the platinum first, and whoever can do it in the least amount of time on PlayStation, you know, works.
You stood little chance against the god of thunder. I require more energy.
No way, I was just gonna sit there and let this fool beat me up. And then we'll just sit here till I get 20k, and then we'll finish Thor's. So the only ones that are hard are the ones in Mephisto's realm, because you can't just spam the infinite enemies. Okay. Oh, I so should have been the horse guy. That's definitely what I should. But I like this original look. I like the look of him with the wings on his head. I like the OG. Yeah, it looks cool. And then yeah. I don't know, that's pretty much the plan. We're just gonna pick some games, see who can do them first, and see what happens. So.
We might end this foolishness. You should have surrendered.
He says surrender, and then you die. I mean, you should have surrendered.
This battle will end soon. Chance against the god of thunder. I require more energy. Foolish to challenge me.
There we go. Back to it.
Should have surrendered. I lack the power to do that. Surrender, that we might end this foolishness. Foolish to challenge me.
I like how cool Thor looks. And then the God of War depiction of him is, you know, a more realistic image of him.
You stood little chance against the god of thunder.
And we just beeline to the boss.
Prepare for your destruction.
I do not want to fight you. I only wish for you to leave this land,
Death to you.
You would threaten a son of Odin when he offers peace? Very well. You will have your battle. But it will not end well for you.
I guess I'm supposed to go here, because he's... Yeah, they want me just to... It's a gimmick fight, so I just need to go like this. Bro, I got him weakened, and now I'm just sitting here like a punk. What? Dude, what? I sat for that entire time. Okay. Okay. No. We're gonna go upgrade Thor. That was actually nonsense. Dude took one hit. Like, he had his minions come out of nowhere, took a hit, and I just died. Actually insane. Alright, let's, bring Goldilocks out. Resistance, hammer. Yeah, see, that's something I would have. I don't have any. Got me like 2 more. Alright, we'll just go with it. It allows me to beat him, it allows me to beat him. I don't really care about the loot. So, after Thor, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 isn't bad. 6 is not bad. So I need to defeat these guys. You need 40k. It can't be that bad. You just infinitely spawn enemies still, right? And then you just take them out that way.
My hammer Mjolnir take...
I'm taking a lot less damage, which is good. It's really kind of lame that I gotta do all this again. I think it might be quicker. Just take these guys' weapons.
You stood little chance against the god of thunder.
These guys are just stun locking me.
We might end this foolishness.
I'm just gotta sit here for about 5 minutes spamming X until something happens. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Claim this victory for Asgard.
Only have 5,000 points, eh? It's pretty cool.
This battle will end soon. We might end this foolishness. The son of Odin stands triumphant. We might end this foolishness. You grow weak.
Okay, we're at 10k. Moving up.
Fear the might of war, villain. I claim this victory for Asgard.
There we go. Right back to it.
the might of Thor, villain! You stood little chance against the god of thunder. This battle will end soon. You grow weak, evil one. Fear the might of Thor, villain! This battle will end soon. You stood little chance against the god of thunder. Surrender, that we might end this foolishness. You grow weak, evil one. I claim this victory for Asgard.
Okay, I'm at 15k. Maybe.
Grow weak.
Just maybe. We'll see, see 20k soon.
You should have surrendered. This battle will end soon. You grow weak, evil one. I lack the power to do this. I claim this victory for Asgard. Surrender, that we might end this foolishness.
I mean, it's been 10 minutes of me just sitting here mashing X.
Surrender, that we might end this.
Tragic. Tragic indeed. soon as one of them dies, I guess. Okay, yeah, I have 18, almost 19k. I shouldn't have to kill that many more. I should be good on a time bonus. I don't think the time bonus is going to be less than... Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, that works better. Any minute. This guy just sits and grabs me, yeah, I'll die. You're just gonna sit there and try to grab me. I'm gonna say no, and do my best to get away. Before I die, and then... Yeah, this is a pretty unengaging boss fight. Can I lock on? No? Okay. No locking on. It's not invulnerable anymore. Does Thor have... How does Thor not have any strong attacks with his hammer? See, I just don't see the point in doing that. 'Cause I think I'll be good on time. Yeah, I'll definitely be good on time. I think the throwing the hammer is not as good as I thought it was. This is definitely the better one. If he does this, though, I do just die, because he just keeps stun locking me, and then I can't do anything. Like, they don't actually allow you to do anything when you're on the ground, and then he goes immediately into a throw. I was already rolling, but that's fine. Terrible fight. Okay. There we go, we got him. Let's go! That took way too long. Terrible mission. Nah, I am 100% saving. I'm not doing anything else before I save that game. That was brutal. I'll tell you what. I got Spider-Man, Invisible Woman, Spider-Woman, Iceman, Human Torch. I'll do Miss Marvel. Fire this one down.
I've been a great many things during my life. I became Ms. Marvel after being subjected to a device created by the Kree. I've also been known as Binary, after the Brood performed experimental procedures on me. And let's not forget when I went by the name of Warbird, after losing a portion of my binary powers. Then there was the time the X-Man named Rogue attacked me and took all of my super abilities. I'm having fun when I can. Like the time I threw down with Super Skrull. You're getting up from that.
And this is why they expect you to know the trivia. They expect you to be doing these missions as you play through the game. But I don't get how you could possibly be doing most of these missions throughout the game and getting any kind of decent score. I mean, unless they just don't expect you to get a decent score. They just expect you to play it, fail, and then go from there. But that's not really... Why would that be fun? Why would they design something that you have to fail at, come back later, fail at, come back again, like come back multiple times just to get the trivia? Or are you supposed to do trivia on your second playthrough? I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
That was fun.
I guess this goes nowhere. I get points for that. Better than fighting them.
Nice try, tough guy. You aren't getting up from that. I really need some help.
I guess. Almost died. Oh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ms. Mom, how I have longed.
Why is that, Super Skrull?
Oh, but I am. You.
Why should that matter? I've defeated everything the Skrull have.
You.
One of us is going to have.
Oh, I could have slowed down time. So if I fail, I'll do that next time. Allow me to speed up those fights where I can't just throw people off. There we go.
Yes, it hasn't always been.
Yeah, so we'll try it again. That was a pretty chill one. I didn't know she had a slowdown ability.
That was almost too easy.
Yeah, slowing down time is a massive virtue. Because that's going to be the difference in me getting gold on this. My ability to slow down time. So that's what I'll do. Don't know why I slid there.
That was fun. It's time you cool off. Nice try, tough guy.
Let me just check back over here. Yeah, nobody spawned. So I'm good just to go to the next area. Which is over here. Like these Galactus Punishers kind of remind me of the frog guys from Ben 10. I think it was Omniverse. We're moving. We're moving. I think we'll get the point limit we need.
I need more energy.
Why did it sound like someone from a different direction said that? So if I just didn't skip these guys, I would have got it. Probably. I think I got everyone in here. Got all these guys in here. Doesn't the Super Skrull have the powers of all four Fantastic Four?
I don't have the power for that.
Is she lying? There we go.
Yes.
Let's go. I don't know, just roll all the way down. Well, just directly to her again.
It all started on the day that Reed Richards decided to test his rocket ship before the government could shut the project down. My sister Sue and I went along as crew, while Reed was co-pilot and Ben Grimm was the pilot. Once we left the atmosphere, our ship was hit by a freak radiation storm and it crashed back to Earth. That was when we discovered that the radiation had changed us, given us superpowers. I gained the ability to fly and to become covered in fire, the Human Torch. We decided to band together and use our powers for the good of mankind as the Fantastic Four. And life has been one wild ride ever since. For instance, there was this one time where I went to the Skrull world alone and met up with an old friend.
Dude, stop falling down.
Okay. 26 remaining. You have to beat 30 people, huh? This is just the Ms. Marvel fight.
Score another one for me. Have a nice fall.
How many? 20K, right? How am I gonna get 20K if I can't slow down time? Wow, that's so cool.
Have a nice fall. What's the matter? Couldn't take the heat?
Should be one more now. Guess not. Well, I should have got it last time, but I accidentally skipped these enemies. So you pretty much have to defeat every single person in here. So yeah, they expect you just to grind.
Woohoo! Score another one for me.
Well, no, I thought I was at the other section. So you can skip some people.
Score another one for me. Dude, stop falling down. Things getting a little hot for you? The turkey's done. Must be your stop. The turkey's done.
Okay, let's see if I make it.
Johnny Storm, I don't know if you're incredibly brave or just plain stupid to come here without the rest of the Fantastic Four.
Oh, well, since we knew you were here, Piebok, it was decided only one of us had to come. And I drew the short straw, so here I am.
You are an impetuous boy, and today I am going to teach you why I am...
I love to hear you ramble on with your little speeches. It makes smacking you down just that much more fun.
No one talk...
Oh, okay. Why'd I fall over?
So in the end, I beat good old Paibach. But that should come as no surprise. I'm Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. And I'm also a member of the greatest team this world's ever known, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I got gold. How close, though? Ooh, that looks pretty close. Wow. Wow, so if he had not got stuck, froze me one more time, I would have not got it. That's pretty close for no reason. I did take a while though with killing those guys. Iceman, Spider-Woman, Invisible Woman, Spider-Man. So four regulars. We'll do Invisible Woman.
My story begins with a flight into outer space aboard a ship created by Reed Richards,
My boyfriend at the time.
Ben Grimm was the pilot, and my little brother Johnny had come along as additional crew. As soon as we left the atmosphere, the ship was bombarded by... I gained the ability to turn in... Together, my team has done some pretty fantastic...
Now, I don't think this one will have an infinite energy, infinite enemy spawn. Okay, why is the door closing on me? It's just not. Okay, I don't get that. Shouldn't have his force field up like constantly, or there's just no hope.
seems I don't know my own strength. My target's down. Ultimate overload. Okay, what now?
We'll see if we come out on top on this one. I don't know if we will, though.
You are just not getting on my good side here, buddy. You mind rephrasing that last statement?
I am far stronger than you.
You have to be a time traveler because you can't be from this decade. Not with an attitude like that.
You are no match for me.
That does it. The gloves are off, Slick. You are toast. Hopefully, Radioactive Man learned a lesson that day.
Alright, we have about 3 left, so we're gonna do these last 7 and the other 3 later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.